So occasionally I tell someone in person that I'm a VTuber, and if they don't know what that is, well, then I just say I'm a Twitch streamer. Then they ask the obvious question, what games do you play? And lately my answer has amounted to Friendslop games, which is usually the point where I then have to stop and explain what the hell that even means. And Friendslop is a weird name for a genre, right? And it doesn't sound very flattering either. But over the past year, these are the kinds of games that I have mainly been playing the most, and given that an entire genre of games that I found myself mainly playing is called slop, I decided to find out where that term actually came from. And apparently, in March of last year, a Twitter user posted a tweet with a picture of Lethal Company, repo, and content wording and stated, I don't know how else to describe it, but I call this genre of game friend slop. Its sole purpose of existence is friend farming. And now, my first thought when I read that was that it meant you're only playing these games in order to farm people to become your friends. But for me, that hasn't really been the case because I've been playing these games mostly with people that I was already inclined to be friends with. But I think it could also mean that these games are meant to be played with friends for the sole purpose of farming them for content. And in that case, yeah, that's pretty accurate. Even the majority of the clips that I find myself posting are from playing these kinds of games and capturing the hilarious interactions that happen with the friends that I play them with. So I can absolutely agree with it in that sense. But the term itself feels like it was originally meant to be a little bit derogatory, and anything with the word slop in it would imply that. But the truth is that in the past year, since this genre of game really started taking off, Friendslop games have become the games that I find myself playing the most. I used to go by another name, and in August of last year, I rebranded into the Goblin that you see now. And at the start of that rebrand, during my debut stream, I was joined by two VTubers who have since become two of my very best friends. We played Peak, and from there, it was history. And since then, we've been playing these so-called friend slot games together pretty much every weekend, and knowing that I've got that to look forward to is something that gets me through my work week. Since then, I've made even more friends, and now we have a group that regularly plays these games together on a weekly basis. Maybe that's the real point of these games. They're chaotic, they're messy, half the time things go completely wrong, and somehow that's exactly what makes them fun. And if screaming in proximity chat while everything falls apart around you makes a game slop, so what? Chaos with friends is pretty much my ideal gaming experience anyway, and these games have given me some of the best gaming memories with my friends, and I wouldn't trade that for anything.